Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Tuesday, May the 5th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is the link to get into our free room. It is 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free room. The room is open Monday to Fridays between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I share my screen and I am live on the mic. In the email you're getting, you will see a link for the test drive. The test drive starts on Monday for $8.99. You can have access to our full premium service for 10 trading days starting May 11th to May 22nd. Also open to our standard subscribers if you want to upgrade for those 10 trading days for $8.99 to try out our premium service. And also there is a promo for a subscription. If you do want to take out a subscription right now, instant 15% savings off the first month or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. All right, well, we had a plan this morning and one that worked out pretty well, I think. This was, at least the plan I had was for this AKBA. So this was an earnings play. And I was saying in the room, you can see right here that it had a nice pop. This is the pre-market, the tan area. Now, it was really crazy. I mean, you can see that it got up to $12 and it got all the way down to 8 something. I think this is still the pre-market. Yeah, this is still the pre-market. So I was wondering, well, is this really going to do anything? Is it really going to work? I mean, it was so crazy in the pre-market. But let's take a look at, say, the weekly chart. No, maybe the monthly. Monthly might show it a little bit better. Yeah, so this is why I was interested in it, though, because you can see that if it could get rid of all this area, I mean, look at the room it had. I'm not, and you know, when I say that, I'm not saying it's going to get there. I have no idea, if it's going to even approach this area. But all I try to do is take out the chart resistance as one of the potential obstacles for a stock moving higher. It's that simple. So, I looked at this monthly chart and said, wow, it's got a lot of room. So that's why I was really interested in it. The fact that it was an earnings play, I knew that it would, certainly was going to be active all day long. And it certainly was. So I ended up finally taking this trade right around here. I think it was 11.22. And I sold a couple of areas for an average of about 11.49, and it pulled back. And then I got back in to the trade. I said I would like to get back into the 50s. I got back into the trade at 11.59. It poked above 12. I thought, man, is it going to keep going? And then when it broke down underneath 12, I took out the last part at 11.91. So I traded this twice. And now it is giving it up. I mean, it just did not sustain it whatsoever. But, for me, it was a very nice percentage move. It's one of these ones where it's an earnings play, flying under the radar for most people. These are the types of ones that I really enjoy looking at because, it's not the Facebooks, it's not the Amazons, it's not the Apples, that everybody looks at. But these companies, that have earnings every 3 months, it's kind of their day to shine. And with a lot of volume. I mean, look, the volume is, it's not, I'll see what the volume is right now, AKBA. I shouldn't say that. It's 10 million shares. Now, it's not a low float. It was 116 million in the float, so it's not a low float. But for it, it's trading 20 times normal. And that's typically what happens for a lot of these stocks that, they can be kind of active every now and then, but certainly the day they announce earnings, that's when they really get active. And in this particular day, obviously, whatever people saw in the earnings release, guidance, etc., they liked it. So I got into that one. The other one I did trade wasn't too bad. What is it doing now? It's actually coming back up. So this LTBR actually got halted right here. And when it resumed, it popped way up here, came all the way back. And I started watching it in this area. I was telling people, well, we should probably start watching it right around here. As it takes out the highs here, I was going to kind of discount that topping tail of the candle right there. And so bottom line is I did end up taking this trade. It wasn't easy because the spread wasn't that great. I mean, at some point it was about a 15-cent spread. But when I got in, the spread was a lot tighter. So I ended up taking this trade right here. It was 576. and I got really rewarded quickly because it popped all the way up to 620. I'd like to say I sold it all up there. Not quite. I sold some here at 610, and then when it broke underneath 6, I sold the balance here. So, I mean, it wasn't a fantastic trade, but it was quick, and the percentage move was good. Still kind of watching this one to see if it takes out 6 later on. My issue with it, and why I was really having to watch it closely, was if you look at the monthly chart, you can see that there's some, maybe it's the weekly chart that shows it better. Let me just see what the weekly chart looks like. Yeah, maybe the weekly chart shows it a little bit better. See where it got to? What did it get to? Got to what, 620? Now these highs, yes, they're around 6, but those are highs on the topping tails. So the body is right around that area that it got to. So I was a little concerned that it might have a tough time getting through here. Now later on, if it could easily just rip right through there, and then we might have something, because this got all the way up to 940. What day was that? That was back last year. That was back in September of last year. But anyway, it was an interesting play, and we'll have to see what happens if it can take this area out. Now, as far as the AI was concerned, it had one really nice trade, ADVM, and a couple of times they get in it. Let me show you on the 15-minute chart. So there was the first alert for ADVM at $17, and not quite straight up. I mean, there was a topping tail there, but I mean, man, it got all the way up to 19.13. So there's over $2. You probably would have traded some out here, but definitely a great alert there. But it also gave you a second entry at 18.05. And these were two separate strategies from the AI. The first one was more of a momentum trade. Let me back this up. Probably breaking out, and so more of a momentum trade. But the second one was more of a pullback trade. You can see how it pulled back, based a little bit, and then popped. So at 18.05, and then again it got up to 19. So a couple of entries for this one from the AI. Got a very nice ones actually. Not too many trades from the AI, but all you need is one good one. All right, everybody, I want to get back into the room, so I'm going to shut this down, bring back the capture program. So again, don't forget, today is Tuesday, so we're fast approaching the test drive that starts on Monday. Great opportunity to try us out. A lot of people are always ask us, do you have a free trial? Can I try you guys out for free for 5 days, a week? We don't have free trials, but we do this 4 times a year. So it'll only cost you $8.99 for 10 full trading days. You'll actually get 2 weekends and 10 full trading days to have a look at the product. So I encourage you to do it. So let me just bring back, just want to get rid of the chart. And if you have any questions for me, this is the email address you can use. This is the link for the free room. And I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern time in the morning, of course. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.